Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's going on? So I just watched the Keith Thurman exclusive interview on PBC Instagram Live. They got the interview posted on Fight Hype YouTube page right now as well. So if y'all haven't already checked that out, go check it out. You know, it's a good interview. But you know, Keith Thurman is Keith Thurman, man. A very entertaining personality. You know, every time he talk, man, you know, he's a funny guy, you feel me? But he's also a very intellectual guy. He knows his boxing, you know, and anytime he breaks down fights and stuff like that, it's always good to tune in. So this particular interview, of course, was more geared around his career and when he plans on getting back into the ring, who he plans on fighting when he does get back into the ring, when boxing comes back. And well, I can't say that it was interesting. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's good. It's always entertaining to listen to Keith Thurman talk. But I can't say that this interview was very interesting because it was Keith Thurman. It's like it was he said the same thing that he always says. I mean, at least post Errol Spence. You dig what I'm saying? Ever since Errol Spence came into the picture, Keith Thurman has been a totally different guy. Not in terms of personality, but in terms of energy. You feel me? He'll say one thing, but his energy don't necessarily match what he be saying. So in this particular interview, he was saying that, you know, the guy asked him, what's the big fights that you looking after? Like, who do you really want to get in the ring with? Now, he said that Manny Pacquiao, above all, he wants his rematch with Manny Pacquiao. He feels that he deserves a fight. He deserves a rematch with Manny Pacquiao based off of the fact that when he fought Pacquiao, he was an undefeated champion, undefeated welterweight champion, you know, hadn't lost a fight. He gave Manny Pacquiao a good fight. He feels like that he's the only one that can push Manny Pacquiao. He said that he made Manny Pacquiao fight predominantly with his guard up, as opposed to keeping his hands down, basically saying that he forced Manny Pacquiao to fight a totally different fight, and nobody has made Manny Pacquiao look like that. That's basically what he was saying. So he was like, if there's anybody in the welterweight division that could give Manny Pacquiao, right now in the welterweight division, that can give Manny Pacquiao a solid fight, is me. So why not give me my rematch? It wasn't in the rematch. There was no rematch clause in the contract, you know, but he feels that based off of his accolades and the fight that he gave Manny Pacquiao, that he deserves a rematch. Honestly, just speaking on that, I felt like the fight was it was a great fight. It was one of my favorite fights of last year. Hell of a fight. It was worth every penny of the pay-per-view. I was entertained through and through. The undercard was pretty good. But the main event itself was it was very entertaining. There was a lot of drama in the fight. It went exactly how I predicted that fight to go. You know, but as far as a rematch, I wouldn't mind Manny Pacquiao fighting Keith Thurman again, based off of the fact that Manny Pacquiao is entertaining fighting Mikey Garcia. So I would prefer him to rematch Keith Thurman as opposed to fighting Mikey Garcia. That's just how I feel. But I like the Mikey Garcia fight as well. Keith Thurman also said that he told Terence Crawford and them to send a contract. He's like, you know, he want to fight Terence Crawford, but he says that the Errol Spence fight takes priority over Terence Crawford. He said that based off of political reasons, but not even just that. You know, he made it a point to put emphasis on there are political issues where you got the PBC and then you got Terence Crawford, people with ESPN and Top Rank. But he said even beside that, just for the sake of the matchup, he wants Terence Crawford. He wants to fight Terence Crawford. But here's the issue that I'm having. Keith Thurman, his energy don't match what he be saying, because he said that, okay, look, I want to fight Terence Crawford. I want to fight Errol Spence. But it's the in-between stuff that he's saying. You know, when old boy asked him, okay, so when you come back, like, do you want these fights? Like, and then he starts saying, well, I don't know if I would take the fight right away. You know, I feel like I need, a get back fight, or, maybe somebody that I'm coming off a hand injury, maybe somebody that I could, help me get reacclimated and get back to dominance in the welterweight division. And then it's like with Errol Spence, he said that he would fight Errol Spence, and, he was kind of feeling a way about Errol Spence, saying that he's not really hell-bent on trying to fight Keith Thurman, because back when Keith Thurman had belts and Earl was trying to fight him, Keith Thurman wouldn't give him the time of day. He was acting totally different. He wasn't talking like KOs for life, or I got an O and I'm not afraid to let it go, and if you can beat me, beat me. He wasn't talking like that when Errol Spence name was brought up. He said that, when I wanted to fight Sean Porter, and Sean Porter had the belt, but Kenny Porter said, no, we shouldn't fight until Keith Thurman get a belt and all that. So he said, I went and got a belt, and then Sean Porter lost to Keith Thurman. He lost to Kell Brook, but I still fought Sean Porter anyway. Then Earl got the IBF belt, and you still had your titles. You still didn't want nothing to do with Errol Spence. So that whole little thing that he said there just didn't make no sense. And then as far as with Terence Crawford, it's like Keith Thurman, he says he will fight Terence Crawford, but then at the same time, he's like, well, I don't think I would take the fight right away. And then automatically, the Errol Spence fight takes priority over Terence Crawford, which makes perfect sense. Errol Spence got 2 belts. You gonna make more money fighting Errol Spence. The fight will just be bigger all the way around. But his energy don't match with what he's saying. That's my biggest issue with Keith Thurman. Like, he'll say some shit like, I want to fight the best, but then when it come down to it, it's like he dancing around, when he will be willing to fight these guys, or, he always got to have like a get back fight, or he always got to have a tune up. It's like he views himself as still the champion, as still somebody who can have in between fights and tune ups and all this. It's like, bruh, if you got an opportunity to fight for the title, bruh, why don't you go after that title? But I really believe that Keith Thurman is comfortable with where he is. I don't get the sense of energy from Keith Thurman like he's hungry, like he want to compete with top competitors. I think he really only want to fight Manny Pacquiao again because he know Manny Pacquiao going to give him a big payday. And he know Manny Pacquiao is the highest earner in the division and is globally the biggest name that he could possibly fight. So that's why he want to fight Manny Pacquiao. If Manny Pacquiao wasn't who he was, he wouldn't even be looking to fight Manny Pacquiao. He wouldn't be looking to fight Terence Crawford or Errol Spence. Keith Thurman just want a paycheck, man. He just want to hang around and get a paycheck. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he really do still believe that he the best, and he's one of the best. I know he one of the best, but maybe he really do still believe that he can beat these guys, like Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. I don't know, but I won't really understand where he coming from until he gets in the ring with Errol Spence, because Errol will fight him. Errol will fight Keith Thurman, but I get the sense from Errol Spence that he knows Keith Thurman he like to play. He'll say one thing, but he gonna do another thing. So Errol not gonna waste his time trying to go after Keith Thurman, knowing that he really don't want to fight. And with Terence Crawford, I believe that Top Rank and Terence Crawford and them, they went to Keith Thurman to try to get a fight back when Keith Thurman was the unified champion. But of course, Bob Arum, they didn't want to pay Keith Thurman what Keith Thurman was asking for. And truth be told, Keith Thurman really probably was pricing himself out. He was really probably asking for some insane number to fight Terence Crawford. You dig what I'm saying? I just don't understand why this man, is talking like he want to fight the best, but he's saying it half-heartedly. You dig what I'm saying? So if y'all watch the interview, man, y'all, am I tripping, man? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. How did y'all feel about Keith Thurman, his energy, and everything that was said in the interview, man? Y'all let me know down in the comments. Contender Regime, boxing, I holler at y'all boys, man.